one of our church financial meetings, and there was a couple on there that said, I had to clap and say, damn, I wanted to be there because she said the way her husband has structured their lifestyle and their expenses, they are good for 10 years. That's a goal. Not who you loving today. That is a goal. Right? Number two, communicate with parents. Some of you all have private paying parents, and there might come a time where they're having to go to work, but they're not getting paid. And now, then comes a time where you have to decide what's best for you, your business, and your organization. Do you continue to work with that parent? I would, to a certain extent. I'm just being honest with you, because she does have to go to work. That mom has to work. How long do you give them? Have these conversations now, or at least if you're not ready to have the conversation with the parents now, draw up a plan of what you're going to do if that time comes. But you don't want to be scrambling and thinking, how am I going to safeguard my business and be a help to the parents and community? Okay? And parents understand that, when I thought it's a fire truck, ice cream truck passing over. He might just stop. Anyway, when I thought the shipyards would shut down, I communicated that with my parents. I said, listen, we have X amount of wipes for emergencies. We have X amount of diapers for emergencies. I said, if we go for too long and nothing comes in, because I have an EHS CCP facility. I have the Early Head Start Child Care Partnership, right? So I said, if we're not able to get your diapers and wipes, I'm able to sustain the children here for X amount of time, right? And because of that, you may not get any diapers and wipes to take home extra, but you won't have to bring anything in. Because see, now we're having a shared expense, right? Well, it's not really, but so communicate with your parents. Avoid maxing out your credit cards by trying to pay your bills if they can't afford to pay. Because you should be, as a business owner, in a position whereas even if they don't pay, your household is good, right? I may be talking too much, I don't know. But anyway, so say we didn't get paid for CACFP, which we all know is an issue at the beginning of the fiscal year with payments, right? So October, November, December, we just received, right? I had food. I'm going to go and buy a lot of dry goods. I'm going to buy a lot of meat. I'm going to freeze it. And I'm good. I'm good. When it's time for me to go to grocery shop, when it was time for me to grocery shop, I said, listen, we all know the food manager's training. We all know how long the food can be in the freezer. We all know that. So don't talk stupid to me. Okay? So I said, listen, it's coming up on the time for me to go grocery shopping again. When are we going to be paid? Excuse me. I know how to get fresh fruits and vegetables. I implemented a year ago a meatless day of the week to make sure I can stretch the foods, to ensure I'm not in a situation where society was as a whole when the pandemic occurred, right? So I've learned to I'm digressing. Anyway, communicate with your parents what you're going to do, come up with a plan. Even if you don't put it into place now, write it down, protect your credit. You cannot get a HELOC if your credit is bad. You cannot get a HELOC if you have no income coming in. And this is, I'm talking to myself as well, you know. Um, so maybe you want to consider the thought probably of taking that out now, you know, having it, if you are a disciplined person, and I can operate on a skeleton budget for sure. So if you are a disciplined person, have that money just sitting in your account. You know what I mean? If they shut down the government, I mean, if they take the money out your account or whatever, and we really are in the handmaid's tale, um, it ain't gonna matter anyway. But if you have to go a long time without your any income coming in and your bills are still due and they have to be paid, at least you have that money sitting there that you can ensure that that loan payment is made, your mortgage payment is made, your utilities payments are made, food is still in your freezer, you still good. You know, maybe you move to 2 meatless days a week. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do. But you want to protect your credit because we don't know what the stipulations will be moving forward or what parameters will be put in place that may cause you not to be able to boost your credit back up the way you did in the past. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure those things are done. You want to make sure no matter what happens, hey, I'm still moving. I serve an ever moving God. I'm still moving. I'm still moving. Whatever happened. Okay, and I'm still moving. I'm all right with it. I'm still moving. We are in a time where things are changing so drastically. You don't have time to prepare on the spot. We have learned to work good under pressure because we work with children and because of this field. However, come prepared. You know, that's all I'm saying. Come prepared. My bills will be paid. And like I said, by the end of quarter one, I'm good through February 1st, 2026. And for every month after that, it's another payment. Now we're working on February, March, April, May, June. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Because that's the biggest thing. And if you followed me or if you've ever listened to me before, and we're talk about protecting your credit. And I think I'm getting tired, so I'm going to cut this short, right? I have one business credit card, one personal credit card, mortgage. I ain't got no car note. I got car insurance and everyday living expenses. That's it. I ain't got no department store cards. I don't need it. I ain't doing it. There's no point in me having it. None. It serves me no purpose whatsoever. One business, one personal, one mortgage. That's it. So again, protect your credit at all costs. Now, in closing, right? Because I'm tired. I can tell. I'm rambling. So in closing, I know today was overwhelming. It was mentally exhausting. It was emotionally exhausting. And for some, it probably was even physically exhausting, right? I have stopped watching the news because it is overwhelming to me. I stopped following certain people on social media because their posts were overwhelming to me. Ignorance with this administration is not bliss. I've never believed ignorance was bliss, to be honest with you. But especially, excuse me, I scarfed down my food. It's not sitting well. But especially in today's times, ignorance is not bliss. We have to be knowledgeable, like the Bible says. He calls us to be knowledgeable in all things. All things. So we can't pull the cover over our heads and pretend like the world doesn't exist and just, continue to operate like some of us do with our businesses in the silo. That's not going to happen. It does not help anyone. It does not help us. It does not help you. It does not help your cause. It does not help your finances. So all I can say is stay informed, communicate with your parents, protect the foundation of your childcare business and your foundation and your finances. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. Until next time, I'm going to say stay strong, stay focused, and keep building the business of early childhood education. And remember, our goals in this business is to increase family engagement, increase enrollment, and increase our profit. All right? Just pray about it.